Hey everyone, finished watching the next VR Troopers episode. Trooper Out of Time. This is an actually pretty decent episode. Its biggest flaw, though, is just being 50 plus episodes in. So, summary, it's career day at the newspaper, and they have people from various jobs there talking to kids. Percy fumbles around with a water bottle, and it spills on him. Laugh. One of Carl Zichter's minions show him a time travel device. Zichter orders him to go to the past and presumably kill Ryan Steele before he becomes a trooper. Professor Hart calls the troopers and he informs them that he detected a break in the time barrier. One of Grimlord's Scugs went back in time 10 years. JB and Ryan work on their own time machine while Caitlin takes a detector to find a crystal component that they need to finish the time travel thing. Caitlin tracks the crystal to a cave where she's attacked by Scugs, and after 50 plus episodes, the formula is getting really, really repetitive. Caitlin defeats the Scugs and gets the crystal. With the crystal, they complete the time device. Grimlord sends out a new monster. JB and Caitlin deal with the monster while Ryan goes to the past. The time device burns out after Ryan's trip. He needs to find another crystal to return. JB and Caitlin in the present encounter a new monster, destroy it, and then find a new crystal for Ryan. Ryan, back in the past, sees his younger self avoiding a fight with a bully. Ryan follows his younger self and spots the Scug. He fights them off, and his younger self helps. Ryan's father rushes over to help and thanks future Ryan for helping his son. And present Ryan struggles to hold back tears as he really wants to talk to his father again, but he knows that he can't say anything for, I don't know, possibly he could damage the future. JB and Caitlin use the crystal they found to bring Ryan back to the present. At the newspaper, Percy is frustrated after giving the kids a tour of the building. So this episode is pretty good, but after 50 plus episodes, like I said before, it's... so many episodes hit the same beats over and over again, and there's a few episodes that stand out, really. There's some really, really outstanding episodes in VR Troopers, but most of them are not too far off from this one. It's just another drop in the bucket, basically. The thing that does make this stand out is the time travel. It's quite a novelty to see Ryan alongside his younger self we see in the prologue and epilogue of every episode. I feel like they could have done more with the time travel concept, but what we got is cool. One of the things I think would have been cool is to have Ryan go back in time and not only meet himself, but meet younger Jeb. Take Jeb along with you and have normal Jeb meet puppy Jeb. There is a puppy Jeb. I don't know, maybe this was shot too much later and the puppy was like older or just not available. I don't know. Also, it would have been neat to have JB and Caitlin go back in time and maybe meet their younger selves. They do have younger selves in that previous episode. I don't remember the title of, but here's the thumbnail picture I did for it. We see Carl Zichter, like, in the real world, and then we see Grimlord, but we don't see the transition of him going to the virtual reality world. And then, later on, the Scug is in the past talking with Carl Zichter, not Grimlord, over his little communicator device. And so I'm wondering, when we're seeing Grimlord, has he already had his little conversations with the Scug who's in the past as Carl Zichter? I don't know. That's a neat little brain twister thing I thought was kind of fascinating in this episode. Percy's back, and he's as underwhelming as ever. His shtick is just... he fumbles around with a water bottle, it dumps on his face, he gets annoyed with kids, and... Woody gets mad at him. Not a whole lot going on with Percy this time. And it really sucks, because I really like Percy, like, in concept. I think like a goofball, nerdy character like him could be really funny. Kind of like Monty and Ninja Steel, a character most people really don't like. But the thing with Victor and Monty and Ninja Steel, their shtick does work. They are funny actors. The only problem with them is that they're overused. They're in nearly every episode, and they really didn't need to be. With Percy, I think the problem is just they don't really have any good ideas for him. Most of the time, his stuff is so completely separate from everything. I really wish they would utilize him more, like, in the actual plot, have him get involved. But so often, yeah, he's just some idiot weirdo in his own separate thing going on. Not much to analyze with this episode so late into the series. I'm really looking forward to the Switch to Scheider footage. Not because like I'm a big fan of the Scheider footage or anything, but just because I think the show was handled a lot better then, and this far into the series, I keep thinking about the villains and how dull they are, and I really want Doom Master to show up because I remember Doom Master. He is a really fun villain. It'll be a couple more episodes, I think, before we finally get to the switch from Metalder footage to Scheider footage. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.